welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be creating this dark halo eye. So please give my video a big like, leave me a comment, share the video, and please subscribe to my channel. So now let's get started with the tutorial. We already know first things first, primer. And for me, second step is concealer, like I always say, so we could have a clean canvas to start working on. So like last time, I did not set my lid with any shadow whatsoever. I'm going straight into this deep brown and just depositing it into the crease and into the rest of the lid. Just continue to pack it on, and again, we're doing that like C shape that we were doing in the last video. And at first, it's not going to look as neat as we want it, but we will get there. But for now, our main focus is depositing the color onto our lids. So we're bringing the color all the way into the inner corner and very concentrated on the outer corner. Like I said, continue packing on the color for now, and we will start the blending in just a few. Now that it's dark enough, we're gonna start blending it out, and we're gonna be using the same brush we just used to pack on the color, but we're not adding more to the brush. Just whatever is left on it, we're gonna use to blend out this harshness. So first, focus on getting rid of the harshness of the lines that we created because of how we packed on the shade. So I'm using a pretty fat blending brush, and I'm being very careful to not blend my eyebrows out because I obviously did them before my shadow. So I picked up a little more of the same brown, and I'm using the same all over brush to pack it back into its place just in case it got a bit lighter. And again, just going back into the blending brush and just blend it out slightly. So as you can see, this is a pretty easy eye to create. So far we've used one shadow and two brushes, and now we're gonna go in with the concealer so we can clean up the middle part and start creating our halo eye. So before I pick up any concealer on my flat brush, I just squish it between my fingers so it could be nice and flat, and it could be a lot more precise so we could create that clean and crisp cut. So now we'll pick up very little concealer on our brush, literally just the tip of our brush for now. That way we could be very precise with how we do it. That way the brush isn't loaded with concealer and then we go and do it, and if we make a mistake or we budge, and then it ruins the whole look. So just go a little bit at a time. And for me, I like to rest my arm on my desk while I'm doing this. That way I could have a nice steady hand. For this cut, I'm going just above the natural crease that I have. Just above that. If you feel like you have too much product on the tip of your brush, you could always dab it on the center, since that's gonna get covered in concealer anyway. And then you could go ahead and continue on your cut. Now I'm gonna show you a quick little trick or something I just did to create even more defined crease. The same flat brush that we used to apply the concealer, lay it flat on your lid right where the concealer ends, meeting the brown, And then you're gonna pick up a flat brush and then pick up some of the brown shade. So lay down your brush against your lid right where the concealer and the brown shade meet. And then with your other flat brush, you're gonna go ahead and create a line right over that brush. Just like that. And as you could tell, there's already a difference from here and here because we just went and defined that crease even more. But also once you lay it down, try and blend it out with that same flat brush. I'm just picking up the first brush that we used, that stubby all over brush, just so we could blend above the brown. Our main goal is to not have any harsh lines at the end of our process. Even though we have the harshness with the concealer and the brown, we're gonna leave it alone for now because we don't want to do double the work. So first we're gonna apply the lid shade and then we'll blend out the harshness of those lines. Since it's a very small space that we're working with on our lid, I'm gonna be using my pinky to pick up the shadow so it could be nice and pigmented. And our pinky is not, even though it's not small enough to go in our crease and still leave it crisp. So I'm gonna go in with a tiny flat brush to pack on the color right where we have that cut. And then this is also gonna make the cut even more crisp. And now another swipe with the pinky just so we could top off and it could be even more vibrant. So now pick up a little bit more of the brown and then just lay it on top of the very edge of the shadow we just applied, so we could get rid of the harshness and it could look like we blended it out a bit. So just like that, we blended out the harshness. And obviously it's a halo eye, so it's not going to be very like blended to where it looks nice and ombre. But you just gotta get rid of as much of the harshness as you can. And just by adding the dark shade that you have surrounding the middle shade, you could do that. So always apply the color where the two shades meet. So I'm very happy with how that looks. I would personally leave it alone already and then just move on to the face. But my sister wants me to add the glitter right on that cut crease, so we're gonna go ahead and do that now. So now I'm picking up a little bit of the liquid eyeshadow and then just putting it on the back of my hand. Now with this eyeliner brush, I'm only picking up some color on the very tip of it. So now just go back and check that everything is nice and bold the way that you want it to look, and then we're gonna go ahead and add some eyeliner. So we're only adding the liner along our lash line. So now we're going back to this flat brush to smoke out our lower lash line. Just like we did on our lid, we're gonna pack on the shadow first and then we'll blend it out. So make sure it's nice and brown and then make sure that you connect it to the top. And now that it's connected, now we are going to start blending it downward. So now I'm going in with a makeup wipe so I could get rid of the fallout. So all that we have left to do is add mascara, but I'm gonna do it after I finish the rest of my face. That way the baking and the concealer don't make the bottom lashes like ashy, so we'll do that afterwards. Alright guys, so I obviously finished the rest of my face off camera, and I went ahead and added the lashes and a bold lip. I don't know, I'm just feeling bold, so I keep going with dark lips for now. Usually I wear more in the pinks, but right now I'm really digging the bold lips with the bold eyes. Alright guys, so this is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a like, leave a comment, share my video, and subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. So I'll be seeing you in another one of my videos. Bye!